Hello everyone! Today, I want to tell you about a night that completely changed the Turkish entertainment world and placed Can Yaman at the center of a media storm. What began as a day full of rumors ended with an unexpected live broadcast in which the actor appeared exhausted, tense, and with a voice that revealed more than his words. In a moment that left millions silent, he said, "It is very hard for me to admit this, but I have to." He then confessed that he had lost important people, that he had made decisions influenced by the wrong people, that he had hurt his family, ruined friendships, and above all, that he had wounded the woman who loved him sincerely. From that moment, everyone wondered whether those words were addressed to Demet or to Sarah. Demet'S reaction arrived shortly afterward. Through her representative, she published a short but firm message. "I understand perfectly what he means, but everything has a price." Calm words, but unmistakably clear. At the same time, tension grew around Sarah. A close friend said that after watching the live broadcast, she began crying and shouting, asking why he would make references that seemed to point toward her. Later, she shared a sentence that fueled even more debate. "Some people don't cry for what they lose, but for what they make others lose." Her environment became divided, and the controversy deepened. Can's family also intervened. His mother, Guldem, spoke with him for a long time and told him he needed to make a definitive decision because the situation was affecting everyone. It leaked that Can admitted he was aware of that and could not continue like this. That night brought the news that changed everything. The actor decided to end his relationship with Sarah Bluma. People close to him confirmed he would have no further contact with her. Sarah's supporters reacted with anger, while Demet'S followers interpreted it as a form of moral justice. At dawn, another explosive detail emerged. Can had sent a private message to Demet after the live broadcast. Its content is unknown, but according to her circle, it was short, possibly a farewell or an attempt to talk. Demet turned off her phone for the entire night and communicated only with her representative. Meanwhile, Sarah returned to the headlines. According to several media outlets, she spent the night in emotional turmoil, making worrying statements and hinting that if Can resumed any connection with Demet, she would reveal information capable of changing everything. No one knows what she meant, but the uncertainty increased the tension. It also became known that Can's family had another internal discussion. A relative said the actor still gets emotional when someone mentions Demet'S name, which for them is an obvious sign that that chapter was never fully closed. Many fans also noticed that Demet removed from her profile an old photo taken in Italy at the beginning of her story with Can. For some, this is closure. For others, it is preparation for something new. Amid all this, Can published one single sentence. "Sometimes, silence is the right answer." That sentence triggered new interpretations, from those who see it as self-protection to those who believe a new announcement is coming. What happened was not just another live stream. It was a reckoning with the past, with mistakes, and with unresolved love. Can Yaman's words opened a new stage that could either close a story for good or reignite it. And now, everyone is waiting for his next move. I must admit, whenever I observe everything surrounding Demet Özdemir, I feel we are looking at an artist who has managed to remain firm amid noise, enormous expectations, and comparisons that no longer make sense. While some celebrate every update about her, others look for flaws, hoping to say she no longer stands out. The reality is that Demet remains an essential figure. Even for those who try to diminish her, many remain stuck in the past, speaking of her as if her professional identity depended exclusively on what she lived with Kan Yaman. Some still suggest that other performers lack her international visibility, trying to tie her success only to that period. But I see it differently. Demet has repeatedly shown that her career stands on its own, with discipline, talent, and a natural magnetism that cannot be taught. One is born with it, and she has it in abundance. What I admire most is her courage to evolve, transitioning from light comedy to serious drama, embracing complex emotional roles, accepting characters that demand more than screen presence. While others remain in their comfort zone, Demet continues to grow and transform. That is the difference between someone who merely survives and someone destined to evolve. And despite attempts to reduce her relevance or attach her to old chapters, the facts contradict these claims. International projects, new collaborations, constant global presence, and real interest in countries where many Turkish actors never reach. Demet remains in the spotlight without resorting to scandals or media drama. She advances through her work. There is also emotional pressure. For every message of support, there is another critical comment. But those who have built a solid foundation do not collapse. And she has one. Demet has learned the cost of fame and chooses strategic silence, not as weakness, but as maturity. Her elegant way of saying, "I don't need to respond, my career speaks louder." As for her connection, or lack of connection, with Kan Yaman, the explanation is simple. The public cannot let go of a chapter that was enormous, but she has the right to be seen for who she is today. She has built new paths, new projects, a new emotional life. Looking toward her future, things are clear. Demet is not lost or waiting for luck. She is building it. She works, she moves forward, she expands her name in an industry that quickly consumes those who don't evolve. She doesn't chase applause or scandal. She proves her worth. This is why, when I read the comments of those who admire her and eagerly await her next work, I understand why she is still where she is. Demet does not feed on controversy, but on coherence. She competes with no one. She follows her own road, a road firm, bright, and deeply personal. In summary, I see a woman who has reinvented herself without losing her essence. An artist who stays relevant not through noise, but through genuine quality. Someone who shows that real success does not need to shout. And today, Demet proves it with admirable dignity.